I'm gonna make him an offer again. Of all the gin joints and all the towns and all the world.
Handle the truth. You can't fight in here. This is the
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
This is where the fun begins.
Fasten your seatbelts. It's going to be a bumpy night.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Multiplex Movie Melee. Good God, it is really weird watching me being the only one here, taking up your whole screen. We got ourselves a trios match here today. We got Team Scumbag, which is made up of Dylan, Spence, and Tony, going up against Pricks on Flicks, Jake, Marangoni, Robert, and Eric. Really fun stuff here today. I've been looking forward to this one, mainly just because every time I look at this doc, it just says Scumbags versus Pricks. I had some fun whenever I made that. Uh, yeah, so interesting. Definitely got some stuff going here. Currently, Team Scumbag does lead Pricks on Flicks by 1 point. They were able to secure the win. They had 2 points, while Pricks on Flicks, they actually tied their last match. Didn't think we get like one the whole time. I think we got like two that whole weird. Anyway, they had the lead, so Pricks on Flicks, I think, is probably it has to be looking to to get a win here, could try to advance the way. Although Scumbag gonna do what scumbags do, try to advance forward. We're going to bring in our first team, which is Pricks on Flicks. Here we got Robert, Eric, and Jake. How y'all doing?
I think we're doing pretty well. I mean, we didn't really get to talk after the last match because of the scumbag Dylan. But I think we'll just say, like, we're very happy with how that match went. I think we all carried our weight at certain parts throughout the match, and that was really cool. I'm looking forward to just keep playing. It's funny because we only recorded that match like 2 weeks ago. It hasn't even come out yet, so we're just gonna keep going, I guess. But it's been really good, and let's just hope that we have a little bit better luck in round 2 than we did in that last match.
I'm hopeful there is a match that aired between Jake and I where he only missed the question because as long as there's no footloose questions, I think Jake's gonna just perfect the hell out of this match. So I'm good.
I hope there's a Barsting Some Soul question because I got the answer right there behind Mark.
Oh, okay, that's good to know. All right, let's just bring in the other team, Team Scumbags. We got Adelaide. There's Dylan, and yeah, there's Tony rounding up the Scumbags.
Who's that? That's not Dylan.
Yeah, what's up?
Put your glasses on.
No, I will not. I will when the match starts. Anyways, look, I was hyping up this group that we're in. Me and Raiko are calling it the Group of Death. And here we are. All of us have played our first matches. Only one of us have gotten a win in our entire group. What the fuck? So yeah, we're going to continue that today. We're going to continue to be the only team that wins in this group. And yeah, hopefully it goes well.
Jake fumbled the theoretical perfect game. No dropping points, no missing questions on fucking Footloose. Kenny Loggins owns that man's ass, and pretty soon Dylan, Tony, and I will as well.
Wait, you're gonna own my ass?
Hell yeah.
Which chick do you want?
And I won't buy you dinner. You
Dibs on the right.
This is not where I expected this to go.
Okay, we're talking about asses, so we're just gonna go ahead and get started. You're gonna get round number 1. It's gonna work like this. You're gonna get 8 general. You're gonna get 8 questions from 8 general movie categories. You have 15 seconds to write your answer down on your whiteboard. At the end of that time, I'm gonna ask that you show and verbalize your answer. You're gonna get a point for each correct answer, and any one of you gets all 8 correct, you will receive a bonus question, also worth the point. Anything else before we get started? And please don't bring up any more asses.
Then nothing.
That's all my material then.
We're going to start with your first question comes in the category of romantic comedies. Julia Roberts and Dermot Mulroney star in what 1990s romantic comedy? Yeah. I got set up as if like it was gonna be like a threefer, and realized, oh, it's only 2 people. Like fuck, like what am I? Pot
I hate
committed
when
to
that
this.
happens.
There's a crucial and I missed in the middle of that. Anyway, 5, 4.
Don't they know the
3,
rule of threes?
2,
That's the best
1.
rule in comedy.
Pens down. Okay, we're gonna start with Eric.
My best friend's wedding.
Dylan.
My best friend's wedding.
Robert.
I will change my marker, but my best friend's wedding.
I can see it. Spence.
My best friend's wedding.
Jake.
My best friend's wedding.
And Tony.
My best friend's wedding.
My best friend's wedding is correct. Clean sweep right there. Going into your next question in the category of sports. 1973's Bang the Drum Slowly centers on what sport? Yeah. Well, yeah, I don't even know. I was gonna say something with the title of this, and like it's whenever you realize when you're gonna start out in your head, you just have nothing. So you're just like, I'll just talk about how I have nothing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's start with Dylan.
Baseball.
Okay, Robert.
Said boxing.
Okay, Spence.
I think rowing is the worst guess possible.
Jake.
I also said boxing.
Okay, Tony.
Baseball.
Okay, and Eric.
Yeah, pretend I said base. I said foot.
Okay, baseball is correct. So Dylan and Tony giving Scumbags the 5-3 lead. Going into your next question, the category of the 1980s. How does Radio Raheem die in Do the Right Thing? Oh, shit. Well, that doesn't matter. I just realized because I think I realized. No, I did the right thing because I crossed them out just so I can read them. Although I still can't really read these text marks. This means nothing if you cannot see my board to take score. 5.
Did the right thing.
3, 2.
You said it.
Hands down. Let's start with Robert.
I wish Dylan would take his glasses back off. Shot.
Okay, Spence.
Shot.
Okay, Jake.
I said suffocates.
All right, Tony.
Strangled by police.
Okay, Eric.
I said choked, which means strangled, means asphyxiation.
All right, Dylan.
Yeah, I also
Hopefully.
said choked.
Oh, okay.
Okay, choked. What Jake said, suffocation. I'm gonna accept that too. That is correct. Strangled was the answer
Middle
we have
column
here.
is wrong.
So that they got 7-5 score. Still Scumbags in the lead. Going to your next question, the category of horror. What director plays Rosemary's husband, Guy Woodhouse, in Rosemary's Baby? Great film. I was really bummed when it was out of print on in Criterion, but I was able to find it on eBay for a relatively reasonable price. Did not have to go above sticker. I was pretty happy about that.
Repeat
5.
the question.
All right, that is Scumbags. First, repeat your question again. What director plays Rosemary's husband, Guy Woodhouse, in Rosemary's Baby? Cody saying, save the money. It's too late. I already spent it. eBay guys got it already. Probably bought himself some jeans or some sort, whatever kids buy these days. 5, 4, 3, 2. Pens down. Let's go to Spence.
John Cassavetes.
Okay, Jake.
John Cassavetes.
Okay, Tony.
John Cassavetes.
Eric.
John Cassavetes.
Okay, Dylan.
John Cassavetes.
And Robert.
John Cassavetes.
Clean sweep there, John Cassavetes. is correct. 10-8. Your score. Scumbag still a lead. Going to your next question. Sci-fi fantasy. In The Green Knight, Gawain is tasked by a ghost to go receive which body part of hers within a spring? And until we are looking for a general answer. Oh shit! Yeah, I gotta say something.
I guess I gotta keep talking.
You're doing good, Mark.
Time's already passed. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Jake.
Off with her head.
All right, Tony.
I said eye, which is a part of the head.
Okay, Eric.
Head.
Okay, Dylan.
The eye does come with it. Head.
Robert. Why did I forget your name?
I was gonna say skull, but I changed it to head.
Okay, Spence.
I'm 3/4 right. Does that help at all?
Yeah, no, it does not. Head. We also would have accepted skull. Is correct. I got the.
Wait, hold on a second.
What?
Guys, can we challenge this?
Probably not.
Well, not with that piss poor attitude. Fine.
That's such a scumbag thing to say.
Well, anyway, yeah, I got things tied up at 11. We're moving on to your next question. Comes in the category of the 2000s. Who directed Charlie Wilson's War? Yeah. This was a good movie. I liked it. I don't think I've rewatched since I first saw it. It was in the time when I was just kind of renting it. When I was able to rent R-rated. Is this movie R-rated? Shit, I don't remember. Whatever. Time's up. 5, 4, 3.
I think it is.
1. Pens down. Start with Tony.
I got nothing.
All right, Eric.
Mike Nichols.
Okay, Dylan.
Is it Mike Nichols?
Shit. All right, Robert.
Mike Nichols is what I have.
Okay, Spence.
I confused it with Before the Devil Knows You're Dead, so no.
Okay, and Jake.
Same year.
Last movie, Mike Nichols.
Okay, Mike Nichols is correct. So Pricks taking the lead there, 14-12. Going into your penultimate question in the round, the category of crime. What crime film centers on a man who runs a boxing club in Asia who is assigned by his mother to hunt down his brother's killer? Now, that is a plot synopsis. Sounds cool.
It does. Wish I
know?
had seen this movie.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Pens down, Spence. All right, we go to Eric.
I was halfway into writing Kickboxer, but that's not even right.
Okay, Dylan.
It sounds like Only God Forgives.
Is that what's that
Robert.
about?
Yeah, Only God Forgives. It sounds cool. I want to watch it.
Spence.
I knew it was the Raffin movie. I didn't get it in time.
Yeah, Jake.
The synopsis makes it sound more interesting than it actually is, unfortunately. Only for God Forgives.
All right, and Tony. All right, Only God Forgives is correct. Pricks widen the lead, 16-13. As we head into the final question here, round 1 comes in the category of animation. Name one of the 2 actresses who contribute to the speaking lines of the title character in Anastasia, or Anastasia, if you will. However people say it. I also gotta say, if Dylan gets this right, he does get a perfect round.
Yeah, I was gonna say, he absolutely should say that.
Assault him or whatever the expression is
5,
in English.
4, 3, 2.
I don't
1.
think that works in English. It works better in Spanish.
Yeah, we're gonna end with Dylan. What do you got, Robert?
Susan Sarandon.
Okay, Jake.
I said Kirsten Dunst.
Okay, Tony.
I said Claire Danes.
Eric.
I said Meg Ryan.
Okay. I realized I skipped you,
You're
Spence.
just dancing around me, Meg Ryan.
Okay. And cap it off, Dylan. What do you got?
Kirsten Dunst.
The correct answers were Meg Ryan and Kirsten Dunst. So Dylan does get the perfect round. At the end of this, I do have a. This is going to the bonus question. Dylan, it's only to you, so you don't have to write it down. The question: Elizabeth McGovern and Jennifer Connelly play the same character at different ages in what film? Five, 4, 3, 2.
Labyrinth. I don't know.
That is incorrect. We are looking for Once Upon a Time in America.
Okay.
So, fortunately, Dylan missing out on the true perfect round. But your score, we do have Pricks on Flicks. It has a score at 18. Team Scumbag is at 15. Do not seem to be any. Yeah, that's score. We're going to round number 2, which is our wheel round, in which both teams get a chance to spin our wheel. If they like what they land on first, they can keep it. If not, they have the option to spin again, but they must keep what they land on the second time. Whatever category you land on, you're going to get 5 questions worth 2 points apiece, or you can check down the multiple choice for 1 point apiece. There is stealing, so everybody please watch your asses today. There's a lot of you, so it is possible. The categories that you can land on today are non-English language best animated feature nominees and 1993 to 2023 football movies, which are the strength categories, as well as westerns, romantic comedies, crime, comic book movies, classics, animation, as well as spinners and opponent's choice. Pricks, you are ahead, so it's up to you whether or not you want to spin first or defer.
We didn't really discuss this, but I think we just assumed it would either be tied or down a point. But do we want to just defer?
I
think that's
prefer
fine.
that. I'm happy with
Yeah.
a 3-point lead, so I think we can make that up if need be.
Yeah, we'll defer.
You got it. All right, Scumbags. Here's your first spin.
Jake's so modest. Oh, I figured we'd be down.
When you watch our first Heroes match.
Look at that.
Oh,
choice.
How convenient.
It's just fucking
All right.
Payson's fault.
Briggs, what are you gonna give the Scumbags?
Once again, we didn't talk about it.
Are we gonna give them the strength category or one of these other crappy ones?
Well, if we're going to give them another category, what would you think? Westerns or rom-coms? There's actually not a...
rom-coms, no. I wouldn't give them
No?
rom-coms.
Okay.
I would think westerns, but
Yeah.
if you
Or
want
the strength.
if you want to give them the strength questions, I'm fine with that too.
I'd say, yeah, I reckon we go the strength category.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. We'll give them the football movies then.
Alrighty then. Let's go back up here and take out the wheel. All right, Team Scumbag. I'm going to give you your questions. And wait, you meant your? Yeah, you said football. You gave your question in 1993 to 2023 football movies.
We want our strength. Is that possible?
Yeah.
Well, whenever he said we'll give him the strength category, it's like, did he specify? So do I get to pick? Anyway, Scumbags, your first question. What is the first and last name of the main character in Greater?
No idea.
Multiple choice.
Yeah.
All right. Your multiple choice options are A. Freddie Steinmark, B. Nate Ruffin, C. Brandon Burlsworth, or D. Tony Nathan.
Those all sound like names.
Listen, I am arrogant. I think we should go D.
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah. D. Final answer.
D. Tony Nathan is incorrect. Going over to
Fuck you, Mark.
Bricks for the 1 point steal. Is it A. Freddie Steinmark, D. B. Nate Ruffin, C. Brandon Burlsworth, or D. Tony Nathan?
I know it's not A because that's in another movie I don't want to say. So
either B or C?
Yeah.
Is either of those two?
I would lean towards B. Myself.
5, 4.
I'm cool with that, yeah.
3.
B, final answer.
B. Nate Ruffin is also incorrect. We're looking for C. Brandon Burlsworth.
Yeah, 50-50.
All right. Next question. We see Clifford Franklin working at what type of establishment before he joins the team in The Replacements?
Oh,
I haven't seen it.
Clifford Franklin, is that Orlando Jones? Wasn't he in like a store clerk for like a grocery store?
You confident?
How confident are you?
Do you want to check
the
down?
bank.
3.
Let's check down.
2.
Multiple choice.
All right, multiple choice options are A, a hardware store, B, a convenience store, C, a dry cleaners, or D, a pet shop.
Convenience stores there.
Go for it.
Yeah. B, final answer.
B, convenience store is correct for 1 point.
Sorry, I should have made you just go for it.
All right. Here's your next question. Who directed 23 Blast?
The fuck is that?
I don't know.
Dylan, you're supposed
I
to go
probably
with
would have
director.
known if I would have looked over the list better. But
I looked at it once. I don't remember this fucking on
we're
it.
gonna need multiple.
Yeah,
Yes,
Multiple choice.
Multiple choice options are A, Dylan Baker, B, Tom Shadyac, C, Alex Kendrick, or D, Rick Bieber.
Dylan Baker jogged a memory in my mind. I think I remember.
Is it not the actor?
Being on a? He is an actor. I think this was like in the 2010s, and it was like his debut as a director or something.
That'd be fucking.
I remember him on a podcast talking about it.
Hell yeah, podcast, bro. Go for it.
Dylan Baker, final answer.
It is Dr. Kirk Connors. Yeah, Dylan Baker is correct for 1 point.
I think he was literally on Schmo's Note talking about it.
Wow, that's something.
Yeah.
It's your penultimate question. The category. What is the name of the championship game the Mud Dogs play at the end of the Water Boy?
This one I will know on multiple. Yeah, I studied this last year.
It's the Bourbon Ball.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bourbon Ball, final answer.
Bourbon Bowl is correct.
I
2
love
points.
you, Tony.
Yes. All right.
Oh, thanks, Spence.
And here is a last question in football movies. In Gridiron Gang, the coaches are surprised when the team can't do what specifically at the beginning of the first practice?
Oh, fuck. Shit, I studied this.
I have not.
I have not. I did not get
Can
to
you
this
picture
one.
the scene? Are they like
very vaguely? I think multiple is safer, but it's like something's there. I can't
5
quite get there.
4 3
multiple then?
Multiple choice.
Multiple choice.
All right, multiple choice options are A, spell the team name, B, tie their shoes, C, line up correctly, or D, run a mile.
I was thinking it was something about lining up, like getting in like a formation.
Okay.
Good with that? That was C, right?
I mean, we can repeat the options just
Repeat
to
the
make sure.
options, just so I don't fuck it up.
All right, your options again. Is it A, spell the team name, B, tie their shoes, C, line up correctly, or D, run a mile?
All right, good for it. Yes.
Yes.
All right, C, final answer.
That is incorrect. Going over to Pricks for the 1 point steal. Is it A, spell the team name, B, tie their shoes, C, line up correctly, or D, run a mile?
They can't spell the name. They can't spell Mustangs.
All right. Go for it.
Go for it.
A, final answer.
A is correct for 1 point. So that I got Team Scumbag in their score up to 19, and Pricks on Flicks also at 19 with that steal.
Hey, we're tied after round 2. Way to go, guys!
Yeah.
All right, well, bring back up the wheel, and Pricks, this is going to be your first spin.
Opponent's choice. Opponent's choice. Come on.
Come on, Jake.
And never mind. All right, let's keep going.
Okay.
Here is actually your first spin. And what are we? Okay, Western.
Don't spin away from that.
I guess we can afford to spin again.
I was gonna say we can afford to.
Yeah,
spin,
we can.
right?
We can afford to spin again.
Yeah, that's fine.
We should.
Yeah, we'll spin again.
Yeah.
All right, here is then your second.
Lands on opponent's choice.
Animated movies.
But it could land on.
Go!
Oh my god! Yeah! I made it totally fair.
It's okay. What?
Opponent's
All right,
choice has only
Scumbag.
ever shown up in either are matches. Like opponent's choice is
Okay.
just
That's true.
Are
nothing
you
else.
give him our strength?
Yeah, I think we got to.
Yeah.
Sure.
You good with that, Tony? Okay.
Give
We'll give
him-
them non-English language best animated feature nominees.
The second
words.
time. It's the
Yeah.
second time.
You fool. I'm a non-English language speaker. Whatever.
All right. Gonna get
Damn
to
it.
both strength
We fell
categories,
for it.
but not to the right teams. All right, so Pricks on Flicks, here is your questions in non-English language best animated feature nominees. First question. What non-English language best animated feature nominee centers around a man that wakes up on a deserted island?
The Red Turtle.
All right, go for it.
Sure. I don't. Yeah.
The Red Turtle. Final answer.
That is correct for 2 points.
Good thing I
Well, that's
just.
just the plot of the movie.
Yeah, it's just a plot of the movie.
All right, your next question. In Robot Dreams, what kind of location are Dog and Robot at when Robot malfunctions, forcing Dog to abandon him there?
The
Is it
beach.
the beach?
Yeah,
Go for
it's
it.
beach.
Mhm.
Beach. Final answer.
That is correct for 2 points. All right, your next question. What is the name of the caretaker that tells scary stories about bears to the mice is known as in Ernest and... I'm going to just repeat it. What is the name of the caretaker that tells scary stories about bears to the mice is known as in Ernest and Celestine?
I think it's the gray one.
If you're confident, go for
Do
it.
you, do you want to check down? I'm.
You seem confident enough, so I would say go
I'm
for it.
85 to 90%.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine.
The gray one. Final answer.
That is correct for 2 points.
Nice.
I think the ones I watched are coming up.
All right, your next question. In Persepolis, what illness does Margie contract after living on the streets for a few months, nearly killing her?
I'm sorry, I didn't get to this part. I'm halfway through the movie.
That's okay. We can go multiple. We can
go
we can
multiple. We're good.
It's sorry about that.
No, you're
That's
fine.
okay.
You're fine. Multiple.
All right, multiple choice. Is it A, tuberculosis, B, Lyme disease, C, bronchitis, or D, cholera?
Okay, so TB
Cool.
is what happens in what the wind rises. So I don't know if it would happen.
Cholera is the one that was sort of jumping out to me, but I'm also not going to act like it's based on anything other than that seems like it would be something like that.
I'm fine with going with cholera, Eric.
Yeah, that's fine. I didn't get to it. Sorry.
Cholera. Final answer.
Cholera is incorrect. Going over to Team Scumbag for the 1 point steal. Is it A, tuberculosis, B, Lyme disease, C, bronchitis, or D, cholera?
Bronchitis is the only one that makes sense to me.
I haven't gotten to this one yet. If you've seen it, I think just go for it. Your gut.
Yeah, I didn't get to it, so.
Bronchitis. Final answer.
Bronchitis is correct for the 1 point steal.
Ah, we know our strength. Take that.
All right. And here's your last question in the category. How many non-English language best animated feature nominees has Hayao Miyazaki directed?
Nominees.
All right, so
Spirited Away, Howl's Moving Castle.
Howl's Moving Castle.
Don't think Ponyo was
No,
I'm not
when
sure Ponyo.
Marty was there.
Ponyo.
No, that's not.
No,
was
Marnie,
Miyazaki
that's not
directed?
Miyazaki.
No,
I
Wind
think
Rises.
What Rises and then Boy in the Heron.
Wind Rises.
So
Boy in the Heron.
4?
Yeah, I think that's right. Ponyo wasn't nominated.
5,
Yeah,
I kind of want to just go for
4, 3,
yeah 4.
2.
4. Final
One.
answer.
Damn it.
That is correct for 2
Nice,
points.
good job.
That was a team effort right there.
I just made an assumption,
Alright.
but thank you for being right.
Yeah, you named all the movies: Spirit Away, Howl's Moving Castle, Wind Rises, and The Boy and the Heron. So with that, I got Pricks on Flicks getting the score up to 27. Team Scumbag is at 20. So we're going to move on to round number 3, which is our Pick Your Poison round, which our teams have selected from our list of general categories before the match. They will now draft from those categories again to see what they'll answer here in round number 3. It gives as many as 4 questions worth 1, 2, 3, 4 points apiece. Once a category is selected, it cannot be answered or chosen by their opponent. The categories that can be selected for today are mystery thriller, musicals, sci-fi fantasy, crime, comic book movies, recent releases, 1990s, and actors and actresses. We're going to have our teams pick their categories, and hopefully we come back to finish this one out. All right, we're back. Teams have selected their categories, and so what's going to happen? We're going to go until we are out of questions or one team has been mathematically eliminated. We will start with Team Scumbags since they are behind. So, Scumbags, what are we taking for the 1 point question?
Musicals.
You sure? You want to do that for 2? You're pretty good at it.
Yeah.
But I think mystery thriller, like all three of us can collaborate on.
All right. We'll do musicals then.
Yeah.
All right.
How do you know I can't collaborate on musicals? I like a jaunty tune as much as the next guy.
Tony, you can't say stuff like that right before I'm about to read the question. All right, your 1 pointer in musicals. Who plays Link, the man Tracy falls in love with in 2007's Hairspray?
It's Dylan Efron's brother, Zach. Zach Efron, final answer.
That is correct for 1 point. I got really scared for a second.
I was like, wait, what?
Yeah.
They're on a reality show, and now he won the Traitors. It's a whole thing.
Okay, I could not have collaborated on that one. Sorry.
Maybe 2 reasons.
Mystery thriller.
Mystery thriller.
Yeah, mystery thriller.
Okay. All right. Here's your 2 pointer in mystery/thriller. What is the name of the 2023 sequel to Searching?
Missing.
Yeah.
Missing. Final answer.
Yeah.
Another one-word title. Missing is correct.
The next one's going to be Finding, right?
You should.
All right, sticking with Team Scumbag, what do you like to take for your 3 point question?
I think crime and then actors for 4.
Yeah. I'll take crime.
Murders, please.
Oh, dead. Okay, so here's your 3 pointer. Category of crime. From In Bruges, Ray accidentally kills a young boy when he is trying to kill somebody with what profession?
If they're not saying specific, we can just say like religious figure or priest.
I was going to say prostitute, but fine.
No, he kills him in a church. I think he shoots him like at a confessional, and the kid.
I'd rather not say religious figure. I don't know.
Do you want to say priest, or is that
Let's
fine
go with
for you?
priest.
Priest. Final answer.
Okay, thank you. A priest is correct.
Religious figure.
Yeah.
I
love it.
Do you think this knows church? I don't know shit.
Okay. Yeah. So, Team Scumbag. Yeah, you're still behind. Echo that sentiment, Cody. So you got one question left. Is your 4 pointer in actors and actresses, which you need to hit to send it back over to the pricks. Got 2 more repeats, by the way. So here is your 4 point question in actors and actresses. Who appears in Dan in Real Life, Moonrise Kingdom, and Waves?
Okay.
Okay, so there's Moonrise Kingdom. There's like a shit ton of people. There's
Tim
Jason
Roth.
Schwartzman, Edward Norton.
Who's the mom in Waves? I don't think it's any of the kids. I don't think it's any.
Is it?
Of the...
Who's the red-haired guy?
4,
Lucas Hedges.
3,
Lucas Hedges.
2,
Yes.
1. All right, as your second repeat your question again. Who appears in Dan in Real Life, Moonrise Kingdom, and Waves?
Because he shoots the dog in Moonrise Kingdom, and he's like the girl's boyfriend in Waves.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's in Dan in Real Life, but he's.
I have
in
never seen that fucking movie. I think we just go for it and pray. Tony, do you know who's in Dan in Real Life?
Hold on.
4.
He's the last one.
Yeah. Repeat.
All right, that is your final repeat. Your question one last time. Who appears in Dan in Real Life, Moonrise Kingdom, and Waves?
I know Dan in Real Life has like Steve Carell, Juliette Binoche, and Dane Cook. So
I don't think it's Dane
if
Cook.
it's one of the fucking kids, then I can't remember. So
if there's
it
a
sounds
bunch
like
of
Lucas
kids, I
Hedges.
think Lucas Hedges is a good bet.
Yeah.
5.
Go for it,
4,
Dylan.
3.
Lucas Hedges' final answer.
And that is correct for 4 points. The Scumbags stay alive with that one, getting their score up to 30. And gonna send it back over to Pricks, stealing the 2 points, by the way. So here is your the 3
Okay.
points. Me could have gotten 3 points.
Yeah.
So anyway, going to Pricks to answer some questions. What would you like for your 1 pointer? Yeah.
Don't be pussies.
Recent?
Do your best category for one. Make it a match.
That's yeah. I expect a scumbag to say something like that. We'll take recent releases.
Yeah.
Don't talk to my partner like that.
Hey.
Hey, we're a bunch of pricks. What do you expect?
Yeah, we're gonna say what we feel.
So recent is what we're going with.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. 1 pointer, recent releases. What actor does Dylan O'Brien play in Saturday Night?
Dan Aykroyd.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That makes sense.
Dan Aykroyd, final answer.
That is correct for 1 point.
For a second, I was thinking Dylan McDermott, and then why the hell would he play Dan Aykroyd?
All right. Yeah, again, your score up to 28. So still gonna answer some questions. What'd you like for your 2 point question?
90s.
90s. Yeah.
90s.
All right. 1990s. All right, here's your 2 pointer in the 1990s. What war did Walter fight in The Big Lebowski?
Vietnam. Yeah. He talks about Nam all the
Yeah,
time.
yeah, he talks about
Vietnam War, final answer.
That is correct for 2 points. Tying the game up. Wow, something hilarious could happen here tonight. Okay, Pricks, what do you like for your 3 point question?
Do you want to burn
this
the
point,
comment? Or do you
we're
want
going to use one of these. So, let's do comic book movies. Fuck it. We're going to have to hit one of these.
It's going to be
anyway,
the same. It's going to be the same level of.
So let's just go comic book.
Let's comic book movies and see how this works.
Either way, we either win or we tied. Like that's
true.
That's
we can't get
If we tie, I gotta stop wearing this one. This is my tie sweater.
Yeah, we need points. We want to keep playing.
Yeah.
All righty. Yeah, Pricks, you get your 3 pointer in category comic book movies, which you hit. You'll win the game and get 2 points, or not to go into your 4 pointer. As a reminder, you still got all 3 of your repeats. Your question. What specifically does Hardigan do to get the yellow bastard, aka Rourke, to let his guard down and eventually beat him to death in Sin City?
I haven't seen Sin City.
I mean, he drops his gun and he drops to he pretends like he's having a heart. I don't know.
We're not going to come with anything better than.
I don't really know.
Yeah.
Can we use the repeat?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Repeat the question.
Yeah.
All right, that's your first repeat question again. What specifically does Hardigan do to get the yellow bastard, aka Rourke, to let his guard down and eventually beat him to death in Sin City?
Yeah, he comes in, he's like,
good
can't even lift that cannon, and he drops it, and he drops to his knees, and then he stabs him with the knife, and
Yeah. So he drops his gun.
He drops his gun, pretending to be
5,
sick.
4, 3.
Final answer.
2. That is incorrect. What we have here specifically is he fakes a heart attack.
Okay. So I would like to challenge, because it's not like he goes down on his knees. It's not, he has a heart issue, but we don't know that it's an attack. We know that he drops his gun, he drops to his knees, and he pretends to be sick to the point that he.
Yeah, I don't think he says, "Oh, I'm having a heart attack." I don't really doubt that.
So we're gonna challenge on the basis that if they don't specify it's a heart attack, and what happened, how we described it, is what happens.
Be right back after this challenge. All right, we are back from the challenge. Yeah, definitely had to go in here, dig through the movie a bit. We are going to rule that in the scene, Hardigan is clearly faking some type of illness with his heart. It does seem like he is faking a heart attack, and we're just going to rule that faking an illness is a bit too vague, so we can't accept it. So with that, Pricks are going to lose their challenge. They missed their 3-pointer. We're still tied up, but we got one more question in the match, which is their 4-pointer in sci-fi fantasy. As Eric said, they have 2 more repeats. So Pricks, to win the match, your 4-pointer in sci-fi fantasy. Name 2 of the 4 replicants Bryant tasked Deckard with hunting down in Blade Runner.
So one for sure is Leon.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm now trying to remember who the other 3 What is Rutger Hauer? Come on. His name is, of course.
His name's, of course,
5,
Rutger Hauer in Blade Runner.
4,
I repeat the
3,
question.
2. All right, as your second, repeat your question again. Name 2 of the 4 replicants Bryant tasked Deckard with hunting down in Blade Runner.
I believe the other one. The other one I can think of is Zora. Zora. I think it's Leon and Zora.
Zora, yeah.
Sounds
That
right. I
sounds
haven't seen it in a while.
Leon's
sounds
definitely
right.
right, and Zora sounds right. So.
Okay, I'm gonna go for it. Fuck it. Leon and Zora. Final answer.
And your winners, Pricks on Flicks. The correct answers were Roy, Pris, Zora,
of course.
and Leon.
Get Roy.
Of course, fucking Roy.
Well, we're going to
Yeah,
take
it's Roy.
everybody out because we're going to move to everybody's favorite part of this match where I talk about what happened. A great match. We hit the double opponent's choice. We hear both the strength categories, and just one team was able to work through them just a little bit better, kind of greatly. But we almost got our third tie here. Whenever just kind of get kind of peeked in the backstage. Whenever we said, "Hey, we're going to allow ties," we thought, "Well, that'll be something." We're not going to get a fucking tie. This is our third tie. It's the third one. I don't know, or not third. Could have been third. Because Prick still got the win. They get 2 points, so they get the score up to 3. So good on them. Yeah, really good. We're just gonna go in and talk to our teams. I can talk to Team Scumbag here. Unfortunately, second place finishers are going Adelaide, Dylan, Tony. You end up having to answer some football questions. Is what it is. But battled back here in round 3, almost forced a tie. Which guys love ties, huh?
Not us. We won our last match. That was them. Yeah, I'm a little bummed, but I'm still happy with how we played overall. I think that was the worst possible wheel spin we could have had in round 2, and we still did all right. It didn't crash and burn as badly as we could have in that category, and we were still able to push them all the way to a 4 in the end. So honestly, I feel all right. But yeah, shout out to them. They played great. I was obviously doing a bit at the beginning. I don't dislike any of them. I think they're cool.
Doing bits? That was real.
For you, maybe it was.
Fuck Robert, fuck Jake, fuck Eric, fuck Mark too. I don't know. Tony, you're cool. There's 2 things. One, I need to do better than that round 1. I've been really disappointed in myself. But number 2, I know who we're going for next. Jeremy, Redshaw, Nick.
Yes, there you go.
Watch your asses. We're going to do better than 3 points in round 1. Mark my fucking words.
Yeah, you had to get it. I definitely wasn't going to tell you. Yes, that's who you're playing next. Yeah, I guess that's it. Yeah,
wait.
We'll just
and Tony.
Tony, how do you feel?
Oh,
Mark.
I was gonna say,
Yeah,
apparently
Tony,
no one wants to let me fucking talk at the end of matches anymore. But, no, round 2 fucking blew. Round 1's started great for me, but ended like shit. I hit the first 4, then missed the next 4, so obviously kind of got to up my game there. And then I'll be honest, I felt kind of useless in round 3, so just not a great game overall. In terms of those football questions, it was a case of looking at the top 20 in that list, I was just I've seen a lot of these. Okay. I didn't know Mark was going to fucking scrape the bottom of the barrel of football movies for fucking questions. But, hey.
It's all Mark's fault.
Or whoever wrote the questions. Maybe it was Mark. Maybe it was someone else. It was probably fucking Mark. But hey, it is what it is. You got to look at all the fucking movies in a strength. So,
yeah.
But they, in all seriousness, they played good, and like, I mean, they probably technically could have won on the 3. So, it was more of a semantical thing, and all bullshit aside, they're 3 great players and 3 great people. So I'm glad they were able to get that Blade Runner question, so that there wasn't any like fucking bullshit. So yes, even Jake.
Jake is on the top. Is on the hotness rank. He makes top 10. We love him. He's great.
Okay. Yeah. I don't tell you. Whoever did write those football questions, they're just going off the list. See you guys next time. Yes, team's done with the scumbags. We're gonna bring on the pricks on Flicks, your winners today, Robert, Eric, and Jake. Yeah. Pretty much the story of the match. You're able to handle the strength a bit better, and hey, you're able to hit that 4, get a win, get your score up to 3, and doing all right. I don't know how the rest look. I think that puts you ahead in this. I don't know. What you
I
got?
hope so. After our tie, it feels good to just win like that. That's always good. I go into trios thinking that this is just going to be more casual, more fun to do, and obviously there's still challenges and shit that can come into a match, and I'm glad that didn't that didn't affect us in the end. It was good that we were able to still hit the 4. And I like the first match we played, we all like brought it at certain stages. Like I think I knew just offhand 2 of the questions in round 2, and like Robert was able to just and Eric as well were able to take what am I trying to say? We both studied the category. We were both able to carry us through that, which was nice. Round 1 was also quite well for us, and then we just were able to hit the 4. It's funny because like of all the 4 replicants in Blade Runner, I said the 2 that like the least interesting of the 4. I think Daryl Hannah and Rutger Hauer's characters. I don't know what the fuck that says about me, but I'm glad it was right.
Yeah, I
Didn't
think
even know Roy.
Yeah, Roy Batty. I mean,
How would I think of this?
It's a pretty clear one. I think I deer in headlights that one after Sin City is one of my favorite movies ever, and I should have just kept with what I know about what happens in the movie and just left it at that. Again, I was worried about interpretations, but I guess don't worry about interpretations. Just do what you want. Yeah, it's great to have Jake to, Eric and I can contribute with the studying, but Jake has such a great wealth of knowledge overall that as long as we're not like shitting the bed in round 1, we should be good. Like we should be fine. If we're putting up 5s and 6s plus, I think we're going to be pretty tough to beat, provided we don't get like the worst category in the world in round 2. But other than that, I think like our breadth of knowledge and how we round out each other's strengths and weaknesses works really well, and it's good to be in first place in this fucking group of hell that this is.
Yes, I never thought that would happen at some point in the block, but I'm pretty happy I'm with these guys. I didn't do shit in round 3, but that's fine. They know their stuff. But happy round 1 turned out pretty good for all of us. Like we're pretty even, but Jake is more good, I guess. Better. It's the right word. Spanish. Damn it. I'm very happy we didn't tie after me choosing not to watch Persepolis in twice speed, because that's awful. You should watch the movies at the correct speed.
Yeah,
it's a pretty good movie so far. I wish. Yeah, no, that's evil. That's just like boring in the name.
I mean,
sorry,
I watched Boy in
I
the
didn't know
Hair.
you did that. You did that.
I watched Boy in the Hair in the original Japanese, and I was like, you know what? When it's hard to pay attention, just watch the dubs. It's fine. It's okay.
No. As somebody who doesn't talk English, I don't like watching the dubs. They take too much stuff away. I hate when I get asked a question about dubs. I hate that. I don't know that. Yeah, I know Robert Pattinson. I love him, but I can hear him in other movies, not in that one. Japanese actor is also really good.
I don't know if Eric realizes like he's throwing shots. Yeah, you guys are going to be playing. I can't after a bunch of extensive research. I can't remember the name. You guys are playing Joseph Olivas, Tyler, and Raiko in your next match. NAFTA, that's who it is. You're playing NAFTA. Good luck against them. got the lead right now in the group.
Yay. Another
guys
team
next
that has a singles champ in it. Yay. This is going to get easier, right? This isn't how it's supposed to work?
Hey, you're a single champ, are you?
Former.
Pretty sure.
I didn't have a good time as a singles champ.
Yeah, but you were.
I'll see you
I
guys
wasn't,
next time.
but- See ya.
All right. Sorry. We're going on for a long time. We got to end this thing up. Thank you, everybody who showed up. There's a lot of people. Thank you to everybody who helps, writes, edits, does all the stuff to put it on for you guys, the viewers. Thank you for watching. Good night, and please just be well.
Where we're going, we don't need roads.
In case I don't see you.
I'm gonna go home and sleep with my wife.